What it do, what it do, what it do. Episode 4. Talks with Terrell and Eva. Keeping it real on Sundays.
Hey, it's your girl, Eva. We're going to talk about some good shit and some more good shit and a little bit more good shit. How y'all doing out there this evening? We're going to start it off with dating after 45.
Ooh. I remember those days. Damn, we still together.
How you remember dating after 45? We've been married for 30.
Oh, that's
Wait
right.
a minute, wait.
That's right.
We have some
That's
friends
45.
that we know that's dating after 45 and they can't get it together.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
What's really going on?
It's probably about this appreciation. There's got to be something something they missing. You know what I mean?
Sound like to me they just don't want to grow up.
I don't know.
Because each woman, remember I told you this, each woman, we have 10 years older than them.
There she go.
Mentally. Don't forget I told y'all that. So, men, we need to get it together.
Not all y'all, but some of y'all do.
And women, you need to love yourself enough to know that whatever age he is, you're a little bit older. It's okay.
Not all of them. Some of them. You know, I was, like I told you, I was blessed to get mine, but they all ain't like that. So you gotta be able to, make sure that person,
Is the right one.
all the women, you can't say all the women are like that. They got some women immature, like some people immature.
Very seldom. I'm a woman's woman. I'm a girl's girl. So most of us girls, all we want is some love and some appreciation. That's all we're looking for. That's all they're looking for is a little bit of love and appreciate me.
But I thought it was about maybe the way the person look or carry themselves. Like when I was saying appreciation, I was saying appreciate that person as they are, because they might not have that look or.
Well, when you first meet someone is when you look at them. When you look at them, you first thing you do is judge. Well, he's handsome. Oh yeah, he is good looking.
First thing I
she
do.
looks good. You don't have a first thing you do because you've been
saying,
married a long time.
Yeah,
You're not in this. Get out, sit down somewhere, man.
The first thing you do, fellas, look at them feet. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what I'm saying is you could take a guy and he could look rough around the edges. And you could take a girl and she could look rough around the edges. But inside is what counts. And if you can get to that part and be a little patient.
Nobody said that ain't what count, but.
That's what's really important, is to see the inner being of a person. Because when I met you, I didn't think I looked my best. But my heart was so good. I had a good heart, and you saw that. When I met you, I was like, When I saw him, I was like,
I was looking for a square box, so that's what it was.
But I saw him, and I was like, he ain't my type. And then I looked at myself, I was like, girl, you better get somewhere and sit down. So we made it work. But so you can't take a person and just look at them and say, no. So just talk to that person and see where their heart is. And you'll be okay. Try not to judge. But sometimes we just can't help it. So that's one thing that we want to talk about.
I'm used to my date of the 45. What you trying to get to about that?
Oh, just dating. Your mindset is different from 25, 35. So dating after 45, I think your mindset is different. I think for men, that's when they're trying to get a little serious. And some women, well, I guess both are trying to get serious. Yeah, it's hard though, because a lot of people think they're too old, but you're not. It's okay.
I'm going to say this again. Everybody don't want to be married.
That's true.
Okay? Just,
Well, I did, and a lot of women do, and I know you do, and don't stop until you do. Don't stop looking until you find that right one. But you know what, matter of fact, let your husband find you. Because I think you can find a boyfriend any and everywhere, but let your husband find you, and you guys can make it. I promise you. If I could do it, you could do it. And I know I keep saying the same thing because I'm for you guys making it. And you will. And then I look at these shows, 90 Day Fiance. These people travel all the way across the world to find love. And guess what? A lot of them find love. It doesn't matter. They found love.
What is it like?
Why? What's wrong?
Because I worked out too much, man. I'm yawning. Like
Oh, you just older. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all. It's okay. I got you. You okay?
So let's talk about I want to talk about people only happy unless they miserable. Do you understand that? Could you relate
say
to
it
that?
one more time.
Happy, they only happy unless they miserable.
And miserable.
They always when they come around, it's just always something miserable.
Oh. They don't know it. I think that people that's miserable, they don't know it though. They don't even know that they're in that space. They done lost their way. And if you talk to somebody like that, you just talk positive until they find their way. We all lose our way somewhere or another.
This is the way you talk to people, I think. Like, instead of talking down to them, you know what I mean? Like down. I mean, this is a good way to talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
They need to be talked to like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, head, you know what I'm saying, right there.
Yeah.
Instead of down, you know what I'm saying, looking down on a person. Mm-hmm. So I think that helps out when somebody who's
miserable.
Miserable.
They miserable, they don't even know it.
So you gotta try to get them on the level and try to talk them like, hey, look.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And it's a lot of people you run into that's so miserable. They just lost their way. It could be a divorce, a breakup. It could be.
But imagine everybody you see all the time. They come around. It just everything is negative.
Well, because I keep my head up so high, I'm ready for you. I'm ready at all times. I got it loaded, ready to help whoever needs some help. And if I see you talking negative, I'm gonna try my best to lift you up because we all come from different ways.
It gets annoying though.
So you gotta learn. You have to learn. You have to say, you know what, I'm gonna speak to this person and I'm gonna try to lift them up. They don't even know they're down sometimes. They've been negative so long. So just try to lift them up. That's the best thing you could do is lift them up.
You look good tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Got your little lip gloss on. What you doing?
My lip gloss popping. I'm 50-some years old. I got to stay ready.
I like it though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but back to talking about miserable people. A lot of older people are miserable. I talk to people that's miserable, but you know what? I'm always trying to lift them up. And a few have changed their ways of looking up. You want to get up in the morning, you want to look your best. Because my friend asked me, do you wear makeup to bed? I said, I sure do. Sometimes I don't wipe it off. Sometimes I want to go to bed pretty. Do you sleep in your glasses? Yes, because I want to see in my dreams.
Yeah, I don't get that part.
Yeah, well, I have
touch
dreams.
Some glasses while she sleep. Like,
yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah, you got to take care of yourself because nobody's going to take better care than you. My women, my girls. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a woman's woman. So just stay ready at all times. Even though I'm married, I want to keep myself looking good for me. For me first, then him.
Same thing for us, fellas. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it trimmed.
Because we fall short.
Crispy.
Yeah,
you know
we fall short. I don't care how small you are. I don't care how big you are. You can still keep yourself together.
Yeah, but I always, I just think you're supposed to look crispy because you never know who you're going to walk up on while you're out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be always,
And I tell my daughter the same thing.
Right.
Look, don't come out that house like that. You don't see me walking around like that. Keep yourself together for yourself in case. Right? So, women, let's keep ourselves together and let's teach our young girls, keep yourself together. Watch what you say. Don't just talk any kind of way. Don't be disrespectful. Watch what you say, because guess what? I try to be an example because I got kids. My kids are younger than me. I don't talk to my kids any kind of way. I try to always have respect for myself so they'll know. That's very important.
Yeah, I had a problem with that. You know what I mean? I didn't know, but I was antagonizing her. I was doing it. It just felt good. But it wasn't the right thing to do, man. So I had to learn, that
Don't antagonize your children, but some kind of way we get
keep it to
miserable.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
We want to teach them. We want to be an example to our children. Don't antagonize your kids. But people say, you know what I hear people saying? If they don't respect me, I ain't going to respect them. I think that's terrible. I was growing up and I was down the street from where I was growing up at. And the lady said, I used to babysit the little girl. And I think I was 18 years old. And one day I was babysitting the little girl. I think she was maybe 5. And she fell off the porch. And when she fell off the porch, she busted her lip. And when her grandmother got home, she cussed me out from head to toe. And all I could do was stand there and cry. And I said, I'm so sorry. And the next day, I waited a day. Then I walked back down there to check on the little girl. And that lady was almost on her knees telling me how sorry she was. Because I stayed who I was. And I didn't disrespect her. I went to go check on the little girl because I have respect for myself. And I think a lot of ladies should have respect for themselves. Matter of fact, a lot of people, watch what you say to your kids. And I don't mean to keep on talking, but I just got to say this too. I've seen a lady on Facebook. She cussed out her daughter so bad, they were going back and forth. Her daughter even called her the B word. She was 19 and she said, you going to keep my house clean. I don't give up. You going to keep my house clean. And her daughter was going back and forth. They even went into start talking about her mother's boyfriend, private areas. I'm like, this lady didn't disrespect herself. Her daughter did. The whole thing was just so ugly and disrespectful. So then she put her out. But the daughter at the end called her mother a B. And her mother got up and she went in and she whipped her. But you know what? Now, how could they have done that different?
She was the 19-year-old.
She whooped her because she called her the B word. She called her the B word and she called her the B word. But that's how she raised her. You don't get up in the morning, you don't wake up at 5 years old and call and
fight your kid?
What I'm saying is she been calling her that. She been calling her the B word. She didn't just start. Your kids acting up, they been acting up. He didn't just slap you. I was in the store one day and I saw a kid slap his mom in the face. I was like, wait. Did he just hit you? Wait. Did he just hit you? She said, yes, he's just tired. I'm like, tired of what? Living? He must be tired of living because where I come from, now I wouldn't have did, but where I come from, you don't hit your parents. And I was like, well, he's tired of what? Living a life? Because he wasn't supposed to hit you. She was like, yeah, well, we're going to get in the car. We've been out all day. I said, okay, be careful. So, respect yourself. And your kids will respect their self and you.
Let's talk about this, COVID.
Oh, yeah.
It's COVID. What's going on with this COVID thing? What's happening?
People are just not listening. They're not listening.
It's surging.
They're still having parties. They're still going out, doing things. I think it's on the news they say it's the small gatherings. So I guess that's what it is. And people, we got to do that. I just think
wear a mask. The mask. I think the mask is really the key. I mean, they say it's like a flu. I mean, some of us get sick, some of us don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that you wear your mask. I think you're doing the right thing. I think that's it. Just do that. Keep your hands,
Keep your hands clean. They say that's very important. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Stay home as much as possible,
Yeah.
But I still got to hit the block. I got to hit the block at least once a week. We'll talk about that later. But yes, what you gonna say, baby?
You just took it from me. You just took what I was gonna say. But anyway, I'm gonna say it anyway. I wanted to talk about teenagers and young people coming out.
Come on, where?
Coming out being gay.
Oh.
And what would you do if your child came to you and said, Mom or Dad, I'm gay? What would you do? What would I do? I would give them all the rules of life. And number one is, life is hard enough. It's going to be a little challenging for you, but I love you. I love you no matter what, and I always will love you. So, we in this together. So, what would you do?
The same way with it, you know. I mean, even my sons are not gay, my daughter's not gay, but still, I would love.
But there are people out there. It could have. You know, it's not a crime. It's not nothing. It's not even nothing bad. But
they're not born like that, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Before that, are they born like that?
I don't know.
Is that true? Is that a myth or?
I don't know. I just think that they see life different. That's it. The same but different, because a relationship is a relationship. The same way we have a relationship, people that's gay, they have the same problems. They have some of the same problems, and we might have more problems. But I would love my cousin, my mother, my sister, my brother, and my children even more, because I know life is going to be much more challenging for them. So that's what I have to say about, you know, being gay. Love yourself, no matter what. Love your children, no matter what. Just try to be a good example for them. You know, because you have, our culture is not a culture that, I have to say, because I'm in this culture, we just didn't know, we didn't understand that lifestyle. So we were against it. So the first thing we said, oh no, you can't be that, you can't do that, because we didn't see it, we didn't know about it. So once I got old enough to see that they're no different from us, you know, what's the big ideal? That's what they choose to do. So, you know, love your children, love your family, no matter what they do.
And go check on your family, right?
That's right, yes.
Do this time we in, you know.
Forgive your family members. You've been mad at her how long? You've been mad at him how long? Look, time is up. You see this COVID is taking people like fast.
My boy in Arizona, man, he said they out there like nothing ever happened. They out there no mask on, and he said they surging pretty bad out there, man. Hate to hear that, but we ain't playing on that in California.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do better. I know we're gonna do better, because y'all gonna look at this and y'all gonna say, you know what, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do better, but call them up and tell them that you sorry and you forgive them. You know what? If you call them, that means you made a big step, whoever it is. If you call her, you made a big step, because life is just too short.
It really is.
Let's just forgive each other and go on.
It's really short. We're only here for a little while, so while we're here, like I said, let's enjoy it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy it. Have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We need to. We make the best of it. We don't want to get used to this way of life. We wanna find a cure. But you know what? A lot of people were saying that don't go get tested, because they putting something up in your nose and they gonna put a code on you, a number. I'm like, who? They don't even like us. Who gonna put a code on us? Who?
I just know that.
Don't. Hey, look.
Don't pre-test. Don't go pre-tested. You don't have no symptoms. What are you gonna get tested for? Why are you going down to get tested and you don't have any symptoms?
No, I want to know who put this out, that if you stick that up your nose, they're gonna get your DNA and what they gonna do with it? Who? We're not that important to them, whoever they talking about. Look, don't get messed all up in that. Don't get your brains all messed up in that. You know, I was telling somebody the other day, I'm sorry, but I do talk a lot. I was telling somebody the other day, don't tap into certain things like that voodoo. Don't tap into that stuff because people, if you tap into it and get in your brain, you'll be crazy as hell. So I told my kids to don't tap into certain things. And they was talking about certain sticking this up your nose, and they're gonna put a code. They're gonna get who and why they don't like us like that. Whoever they talking about. So no. If you feel like you need to be tested, he's saying don't go too fast. Yeah, just go quarantine somewhere if you feel a certain way. Don't go down there because I think he might think they're gonna do something to you too.
Yeah, I do. I think that when you go,
don't tap
I
into
think you
it.
shouldn't go so early just because you're going early to some place where everybody has been about hundreds. Here you come back in line. Car. I just think you look. Quarantine for 14 days.
Yeah, unless you don't feel good.
Yeah, just quarantine.
It's scary.
When you come
it's
out.
Scary. It's really scary, I think. But I think we could do it if we just all listen.
Hi, I'm Lauren Keys. This episode is powered by Keys Circle, a positive clothing brand. The 3 keys to life is change your life, control your world, and never give up. Keys Circle. We also support other Black companies like CEO, Cashing Everything Out clothing line, Famous Hot Dogs, made by Winky Dinky Dogs. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Better days are coming. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for, sitting in with us, and thank you for watching our other episodes, and have a happy Christmas, right, baby?
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You know what I'm saying? I hope some families come together and start the new year off great. And
it's one more thing that I wanted to say.
What?
I want to give my condolences to my favorite person, Wendy Williams. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my boys then too. Folks, I want to shout out to them.
Shout them out. Shout them out. That's my girl, Wendy Williams. That's my girl. She get on my nerves, but guess what? I still watch you, Wendy, because you're my girl. Thank you, Wendy, for everything. All that good gossip you do, girl.
I want to give a shout out to my boy LeBron James and the Lakers. Let's get another one, pimping.
And another one.
But yeah, so thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So you guys will be notified for our next video. And have a happy, Merry Christmas, and we will see you guys before the new year. You know what I'm saying? Talks with Eva and Terrell, keeping it real on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? And it was good. We missed something tonight, baby. We missed something.
No, but thank you.
Okay.
Bye.